Hi guys, this is Amy from Little Farm Quilts. If you have been following along, you know that I'm a sewer, quilter, and now a cross-stitcher and kind of a multi-craft person. So what I've tried to do is change up the way I'm doing on YouTube. So I've split things up. I have decided that every other week I'm going to have a floss tube that goes up, and every other week I'm going to have a quilting video that goes up, the title of which could depend on what I'm working on at the time and what I think is good to talk to you guys about. So just if you're new to the channel, just to tell you a little bit about me, I am a nurse manager by day, a sewer and stitcher by nights and weekends. I started quilting again several years ago when I was working on my bachelor's of nursing degree, and I was pretty stressed out, and my mom suggested I start, so I did. I've just recently got back into cross-stitching in the last year because honestly it's more portable than the quilting, and I can take it wherever I go. I pop a project in my work bag, it goes to work with me if I'm sitting in a meeting, or if I'm sitting on a teleconference, or if I'm sitting having lunch with my fellow managers. I will sit and stitch just as a form of stress relief, and I just really enjoy it. So if you've been following along so far, you know about my stitching videos. If you haven't been following along and you're new, please look through my page because there are a ton of videos down there. If you like the page, you can subscribe to me and know when I'm online. And if you hit the notification bell, you will know when I put new videos up. But I also post that all over my social media, so don't worry about it. So today is floss tube number 1, and I'm going to go through my whips. And I don't have many whips, so I actually thought I had quite a few more. I only have 10 at the moment, which some of you are sitting there going, 10, that's a lot. That's really not a lot. And I think I probably have, if you join into the quilting video next week, you will see that I probably have almost that many quilts in progress. I don't think as many. I guess we'll figure that out when we do the next video. But I thought I'd do this here. Anything that I talk about, I will link in the show notes below. So make sure you take a look at that. I will link everybody I follow, everybody I mention, patterns that I show you. I will show you how to get them. So just make sure you look in the show notes and everything will be down there. Okay? So I have 10 whips. I typically work on 2 at any given time. And since I'm in 2 clubs right now, they tend to monopolize my time. But I am going to show you all my whips. I participated in a Stitch Mania that is talked about by Priscilla and Chelsea Blaine. Well, it's Priscilla Blaine. I'm not sure what Chelsea Carter, I think it is, of the Housewives of Crossstitch, Real Housewives of Crossstitch, and I'll link their website in the description box below. So I participated in that for the first time, and I actually did a new cross-stitch start every day of the month of May. So that gave me 31 starts. I only have 10 left. Actually, only 8, because 2 of these weren't even Mania starts. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. And we're only in October. So I feel pretty good about that. So I'm going to show you, the first one I'm going to show you, this was Mania start number 22. I'm not going to show you them in any particular order, because I don't think I should. It's called Bee Garden. And if you have followed along with us, it's by Heartstring Sampler. You know that we are beekeepers, and if you want to know more about that, you go to my website or my YouTube channel, and you'll hear all about that. And I did not get very far on this, and I actually do not think I've stitched anything on this since I started it during the Mania. Let's see if you can see that. So I only have a little bit. The flowers. I should probably hold this up next to it so you can kind of see I started off to one side. Let's put it on this side. Camera challenged. Okay, and I'm doing that on what looks like 14 count Aida, if I recall. And it's white Aida. So that is that one. Some of them I have in Ziploc bags. Some of them I have in project bags that I've made. I don't know which start this was. Let's see if I've got a note in here telling me which start this was. This is by Jardin Privé. It's called, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It was started on the 9th of May, so start number 9. I like it because of the trees and Christmas. And this is actually stitched on linen. And I have my thread in one of these that I got from Fat Quarter Shop. I love Fat Quarter Shop. All of my thread for this project is in here. This is stitched on linen. I wasn't sure how I was going to like linen, but I actually like the look of linen. And this is how far I've gotten. And I was able to stitch a little bit more on this since Mania, but not a ton. I kind of do it for a little bit and then I back off of it again. Really depends on my eyes and if I'm wearing my contacts or my glasses, how much I can actually stitch. And the lighting, although right here in my sewing room is very good, upstairs in our living room is not as good because honestly if we had this lighting up there it would not be comfortable for us to just hang out in. This is actually good work lighting. I have another one that's in a project bag that I made. I kind of threw it together. Let's see. This is also another Jardin Privé. It is start number 13. And it's, I think it's Ciseaux and Bobbins. Scissors and bobbins in French, whatever that means. I don't know how well you can see that. But there's that. And I actually have worked on this one on and off. I kind of wanted to get it done and up in my sewing room. But as you can see, I've been working on the letters. And I have now restarted this one, I think twice. This is on 14 count Aida that I tea and coffee dyed. And if you want tea and coffee dye instructions, like if you like the modeled look of cross-stitch fabric, you should check out the Real Housewives of Crossstitch, their YouTube channel. And they have a good video on that, so just so you know. I might do a video when I actually do some of my own. I do have some Monaco in the cupboard that I do want to dye, but I have not yet. The next one, it looks like it's Mania Start 19. And I'm getting the zipper of the Ziploc bag stuff. There we go. This is by Little House Needleworks. It's called Four Seasons. And I just like the colors in there. So fall is my favorite time of year, and this reminded me of fall, the whole thing. I don't know why. I think it's just the colors in it. I have stitched on this a little bit. I didn't get much done on Mania Start. I remember I only had probably 10 minutes to stitch that day, and I maybe got 10 stitches in. So I have stitched a little bit more. And here they are. One of the houses. This is also on 14 count Aida that I tea and coffee dyed. Seems like more than 10 right now. Maybe I miscounted. The next one I have is by Country Cottage Needleworks. It's called Afternoon in London. And I actually got this one because I lived near London for a while, and it reminded me of some of the sites over there. This is also on linen. And you'll have to forgive me, I don't remember if this is... It looks like it could be an even weave. It also looks like it may not be. So, I'm wondering. No, this is not an even weave. This is just straight up linen. But I like the look of it on linen. So not much. As you can see on the pattern, I've got like one of the swirls done to one side of London. I don't really start always in the middle, always on an end, always in a corner. It really depends on the piece and how I feel comfortable starting. And that's how I start. Then, this is a hands-on design. It's a collaboration with Priscilla Blaine from the Real Housewives of Crossstitch. It's called Carrots and Cottontails Farm. And this one, I think I'm going to start over completely. Number one, I didn't get much of it done during Mania. Number 2, these designs, I've since done some other chalkboard designs that I'll show you soon on chalkboard Ada, that I like it on chalkboard Ada better. And I actually want to venture into dyed gray and black Monaco to see how that looks. So I may start this one over completely. I don't know yet, and that's why I haven't stitched any more than I did on Mania. Let me get some of these threads off here. Because on Mania, I started on just black 14 count Ada, and it just does not have the same look as the chalkboard. So I think I will probably end up starting this one over completely. I'm probably a dyed thread, or dyed fabric that I do myself. And we'll see how it goes. But I'm not happy with the way that one's turning out. This one, I don't know if I told you what Mania start that was, but I don't think it was in there. This one is another Country Cottage Needleworks. It is called Be Thankful. This was start number 7. And I really actually should be working on this now since we have Thanksgiving coming. However, this is another one where I wasn't quite sure. It's on 14 count Ada right now. And this is how it looks. The part that I got done in Mania. And I'm liking, I don't know what I'll do. I should start writing these down on different days of the week so that I'm working on each of them different days so that I can figure out exactly what I want to do. But I really like the whole, I don't know, the tea coffee dyed, so some of these plain ones don't really excite me as much as they used to. Oh, there's some more cross-stitch needles. I should pull those out of there. This one is Quaker Pumpkin. This was Mania start number 8. I should be working on this one now too. This is what it looks like. It's from the Stitcher Hood. And this is what I've got done. This looks like it's also on 14 count Ada. And this is what I've gotten done so far. So those are my Mania starts that are left, which actually is not a ton. I should probably switch on and off of these and get them worked on. There are 2 things that I'm working on pretty consistently right now. Number 1, I belong to the Chalkful Club, which is at Fat Quarter Shop. It is a collaboration between Hands On Design and Priscilla Blaine of the Real Housewives of Crossstitch. You get one pattern I think it's every other month. The first one was called Harvest, which was sunflowers, which if you look back in my social media and in videos on my page, you will see Harvest. That has been completely finished. This is Boo. This is number 2 in the series. And I'm behind because, you know, life. But I am making progress on the large one. That's what it looks like. And this is on chalkboard Ada. I believe that the actual club for this is sold out. However, you can go on the Fat Quarter Shop and buy everything separate. And they have those things in stock, or at least last I checked they did. So I will link all of that below as well. So that's one of the stitch alongs I'm doing. The second one is called Snow Village, also through Fat Quarter Shop. This is where they send you a different pattern. I believe it's every month. And it started with the first, which is called, aptly enough, let me take it out of the plastic so you don't get that glare, Snow Village. I believe the club may be sold out, but you can get these patterns separately and do these either as one big piece or all separate pieces. And I'm working on those. This is the first one. The second one's actually, I think they said in the previous Floss Tube video that they're going to ship out this coming week, maybe by the 1st. I'm not going to have this one done by then, I don't think, unless somehow I miracle stitch. But this is where I am on that. This is, I believe, 14 count Ada. And I don't remember what color this is. It comes with the kit. But you can go on to fatquartershop.com and find out the details, and you can get in on those stitch-alongs. I have lots of patterns that I would like to do. I'm resisting starting anything because, honestly, I think this is enough starts for me to handle right now. But I do have tons. If you could see my wall, I have lots of patterns that I've been getting that I like to do. And actually, this is the one I'm trying to resist doing right now. I have what's called Jack Frost Tree Farm, which is also from Little House Needleworks. It's also something similar to Snow Village, where you can do this all as one, or you can do them all separately. And these are really cute. So here's the first one. And this is part 2. Aren't they cute? This is part 3. And I'm really, like, I haven't even dyed the fabric for this, because if I start this, I have yet another. Here's part 4. Let's keep these sorted, because I'm kind of OCD like that. Here's 5. Here's 6. And here is 7. And I'm really resisting starting these. I really think they're cute, and I'm in the mood for Christmas lately, and I think they would be super cute, but I'm going to try to get caught up on the others in Snow Village, and we'll see if I can resist starting these, but I do think it's kind of cool. I also belong to, there's a Floss, monthly Floss club at Fat Quarter Shop for classic Colorworks floss, and I belong to that, so I have all the colors of the floss that I've been given so far hanging right up here on my wall. And I also have a sewing room tour video down below. Just take a look and scroll through that. So that's it for floss tube number 1. If you have any questions, leave comments below. We got giveaways coming up in the future videos, okay? Thanks, guys.